And I forgot already. I was going to start with this on my head, and I think we know who this is for, or Dennis, you know who this is for. Oh yeah. And what about that? 2004. Oh yeah. But I'm not really comfortable wearing a hat inside, so my parents, you know, oops, can't have that on that ground. No Red Sox hats on the ground. Sacrilegious. Alright. Baseball season's just around the corner, and I'm excited. And some dishes to wash. So I'm really excited. Woo! Yeah! Okay. Here we go. Some lovely dishes to wash up. Gotta get that water turned on. Talk to myself while I put the water in the sink. No, that sounds, it's kind of weird. You know, talking yourself through the situation, but I don't know what else to do when I'm turning the water on, is to say I'm turning the water on.
I hear the train a-comin', it's rollin' around a bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when.
Alright. Folsom Prison Blues. Johnny Cash. Great stuff. And great day. I had a fun day today. Trying to think about what I wanted to talk about here. And I don't know, do you have those days where your brain is like going in 20 different directions? Today it's I can't really focus in on one little thing or another. I had some ideas about stuff I wanted to talk about, but I don't know if I'll talk about it or not, because I want to try to make it as natural as possible, the vlog. You know, I don't generally think about, I try not to think about the topics before I come. I just want to wash the dishes and have my ritual, right? Because that's what it's kind of about. I don't know. What is a dishwashing ritual about? I guess I'm making stuff up as I go along. So anyway, yeah, great day. History today again, and writing class I had, and I love the lecture I did today. Not because I enjoy the topic. American Revolution I did today, so I get to talk about Lexington and Concord, and the Second Continental Congress, and the Battle of Bunker Hill, and the Declaration of Independence, and Common Sense, and Thomas Paine, and all that stuff. And I love that. It just gets me really pumped up, you know, and going. So that's a fun lecture for me to do. And especially, you know, in Poland, it's interesting to do it for the Polish students, because you know, when you teach it in America, there's always this kind of, what's a different sense, because obviously in America, you know, most kids grow up with some sort of, you know, common background on some of these names. You know, everybody knows George Washington and Thomas Jefferson and John Adams and all, you know, Battle of Bunker Hill and stuff. These kinds of names, there's that kind of common conception about it, at least. I mean, maybe misconception sometimes as well, but, you know, when you're teaching students like in Poland, you know, they have a different perception on American history, and, you know, Thomas Jefferson isn't necessarily a household name and stuff like that, so you kind of have to approach it from a different context. But of course, like with the American Revolution, you have you know, a strong Polish connection, because you have guys like Kościuszko and Puławski, and, you know, who played a big role in the American Revolution and who are big heroes in Poland. I mean, Tadeusz Kościuszko is basically the George Washington of Poland, in the sense of his importance, and you know, every Polish person, you know, knows Kościuszko just like every American knows, you know, George Washington. So there's those interesting connections to talk about. What am I doing here? I better not get talking about history, or I'm going to go into a lecture, and we don't want that. This is a dishwashing ritual. This is washing dishes and talking about what I'm thinking about, which is history right now. So I'll talk a little bit about it, but that's it. Okay, I'll move on. Another thing I was thinking about, because my brain is going in 10 different directions today, so, you know, I was enjoying the history today, and the writing class was really great. The group I worked with today, a group of first-year students, and it's one of the, I don't know, sometimes you get those groups that are just so easy to work with, and I don't know, a good chemistry in the group, and it was just really fun doing exercises with them and working with them. So that was fun to get that. You can have the other kinds of groups as well, but generally one of the best things about teaching is the students. I just love working with students, and so it's been great. The other thing I was going to mention, I was watching videos, I don't know, a few days ago now, or maybe even a week ago, and people were talking about pet peeves. And so those pet peeves were kind of rolling around in my head, and I had all these different pet peeves, one or another, but which ones do I want to talk about? Which ones, because some things are pet peeves, and some things, how do you define what a pet peeve is? I don't know. But I guess for me a pet peeve is those little packages that you have to open up, either little ketchup packages or mustard packages, or you buy some sort of ingredient and you have to open it up and it says this little line on it, like just tear at this little point along this dotted line, and it's supposed to open up, and of course you sit there and you're pulling on it and you're tearing on it and nothing happens, and you spend 5 minutes tearing on it, and then finally you give up and go to do that. So I don't know why I turned it into a pet peeve, because it would take me like 10 seconds to just, less than 10 seconds to open the drawer, get my scissors out, and cut off the top of the stupid package. So I don't know why it's really a pet peeve of mine, but it takes me, maybe after I do this vlog now, it'll finally stick in my head that if I have trouble opening a package, I can just take the scissors and cut it open. Not be so lazy, right? The other pet peeve, I guess, this is maybe more of a real one. One thing I can't stand is tardiness or lateness. If you say you're going to be on time for something, be there. And there's, of course, sometimes people can't be on time, but I'm talking about habitual tardiness. That you're just constantly late and constantly missing appointments or showing up 5 minutes late and stuff like that. I don't like it. So that's my pet peeve. Tardiness. I like to be early to everything. And I don't know, I think it works better that way. You have calmer life. You're not always in a hurry. You're not rushing. You're not under that stress. Oh, I gotta get here, I gotta get there. That was my stressful expression. I don't know. So, I guess I'll dry off some dishes here.
And now and then, every time I try, every time I win. And if I ever have a son, I think I'm gonna name him Bill or George, anything but Sue.
Boy named Sue. I was thinking, as I was putting the dishes away, I'm so happy that this YouTube has a limit of 10 minutes for a video, because otherwise I just go on and on and on. It's so easy to start talking about different topics and go on, so it's good to have that limit to keep myself focused. And I've done pretty good. There's only one video out of the vlogs I've done about dishwashing rituals that I had to split into 2 parts. So generally I finish up in just under 10 minutes. And I don't cut anything out, I just put it as it is. I don't really like editing. I just stick it together, and I'm not into that kind of stuff. I know, I watch some great vlogs and stuff and other videos, and people are so good at mixing stuff together and thinking through the presentation of their videos, and I admire that. That's good. It's just not me. So there was other things I wanted to say, but I think I'll just save that for another time. I hope you have a good day. I am having a great day. Fun times in, well, I'm not going to say where. So, fun times at my home. All right. Have a good day.